It's the weekend. The market's staying hot. We'll talk XRP price action
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
along with your comments because we're gonna run this one a little differently. Happy Sunday, everyone. We got a mix of red and green up on the screen, but I think everyone would agree, or mostly everyone would agree, that price action you're seeing right now is pretty good. I think Pive Hands are the only ones that could really complain because for them, pretty much nothing has gone right. Now, before we get into the crypto news, we're going to go deep dive into XRP price action. Yes, we are. We're going to go way deep with the XRP. Your comments come first. Why? Because you, the viewer, matter most. And Pimpin' Peter Griffin is making a return today, ladies and germs. And you're like, whoa, Pimpin' Peter Griffin? I've never seen him before. Well, guess what? It's happening today. But before we get to that, let's do it. Reginald Jones says, Mr. Klaus, did you say black cock is everywhere? I said black rock. Maybe you heard black, but that's probably because you hang out too much on those sites now that make you verify. Photo recognition, facial tracking, what's going on here? Tiny Thinkers Learning says, I'm following tons of pro XRP YouTubers and I gotta say you were the most genuine and realistic one. Whoa. No, that's cool, thank you. I'm just me, right? I mean, a lot of people out there are fake and you can tell. You can really tell. I'm even ranking you above Mickle. Well, thank you. You keep us newbies rooted and not get into our heads too much. Keep up the good work, man. You really, really are a gem. Well, I appreciate that one. Got Shane Wilkin dropping support on the channel. Thank you very much, Shane. Shane says, I always appreciate hearing from you Sunday morning, especially. It's funny. You're awesome. Love this channel. You help me out a lot. Love learning. And I heard jabroni was what they call a dude who likes My Little Pony. No, that's called a brony. Those are the dudes that like My Little Pony. They're called bronies. I didn't know if you knew that. Learned that the other day. I have a daughter that's 7, so it's funny. No, those are bronies. A jabroni is, you gotta watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia, my guy. And this next one, this is a really interesting one, okay? So this is Vivo Power International, okay? So there is this company. They want to buy $100 million worth of XRP. All right, this is really interesting, okay? Vivo Power International, Nasdaq-listed company, has announced plans to acquire $100 million worth of Ripple Lab shares as part of its XRP digital asset treasury strategy. This move indirectly provides exposure to XRP at an implied price of 47 cents per token and 86% discounted market price. Okay, so here's the thing. If they're able to buy it at 86% discount, that totally screws us. Why? That means they could dump it on the market, right? Them, Vivo Power, could dump it on the market at us at any price and make a profit. If they're buying it at a super, super cheap discount, okay? And by the way, thank you, Jackal, for this. Thank you for the support. If they're able to buy it at an 86% discount at 47 cents a token, they could burn the ever-living hell out of us, right? I don't care what the hell chart you're looking back at. We'd have to zoom out a whole hell of a lot to get it to where we'd be in the profit zone for that. Okay, so number one, that is bad. But let's zoom out just a little bit further, right? Because let's explore some of the tokenomics of this, some of the math of this, some of the reality of the situation. Because there's like this huge like hype about these treasury companies. And let's like look at the big truthful numbers of it. Okay, so this company, Vivo Power, is represented by Pimpin' Peter Griffin. Pimpin' Peter Griffin, Vivo Power. Let's pretend there's another company out there like Vivo Power, Pimpin' Peter Griffin. They have $100 million that they want to spend on XRP. Now, let's pretend that that company, okay, does not buy it at 86% discount, okay? Let's pretend that they have to buy it at the market price it is right now. Let's just be generous in $3.20. So let's take that 100 million because we don't want to give everyone the discount, okay? Not everyone is going to get the sweetheart price of that. And hey, maybe that's not even what they end up paying. Maybe they end up paying market, okay? Let's just be gracious here, and they end up paying market. So they buy that and they buy it at $3.20. That means they're buying 31 million units, 31 million units of XRP. Okay. Current volume right now is 6 billion. So if we divide that number, right? Let me go back to that number real quick here. Go to our calculator. If we divide 31 million, right? 250,000, right? That's the number that this company would buy. Now, mind you, they're not going to buy it all in one thing, right? This Pimp and Peter Griffin company that wants to buy 100 million, they're going to spread it out, okay? And so I'm just kind of share with you what $100 million does, because this, remember, there's like 8 companies right now that are committed over $1 billion. So it's pretty close to this number right here in terms of what each one is going to do. So we're going to look at the impact of this. So this 31.2, we want to divide that by what, everyone? Yeah, the 6 billion. And that gives us what? Dude, not even 0.5% of one day, of one day's volume. And they're going to spread this out over what, like a year of buy-in? So, it's not going to move the market. What really scares you is if they do get these sweetheart deals and they are buying it at such a discount. That's not good. That's not good at all, because then what happens is it's not Ripple dumping on you. It's Ripple selling this, right? Selling 100 million of it at super, super low discount. It's not Ripple dumping on you. It's then Vivo Power dumping it on us, right? It's these OTC deals here where we get screwed, because then these companies are like, okay, cool. Let's just dump 10,000 XRP up on the market right now at retail prices. And they make tons and tons and tons of money on this because they buy it at 47 cents a share. Dude, they make tons. So they could just monthly then dump, and now they have like their own escrow, and they could easily flood the market. And they're not even flooding the market, because I just shared with you it's not even 0.5% of one day's volume. So that's kind of the messed up part of this is, number one, 100 million doesn't do jack shit to the market, okay? So when we start talking about companies and like treasuries, these companies better have a heck of a lot more than 100 million when they come. Think Saylor comes to Bitcoin with billions and billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars. Let's do this. Let's go up here and let's go to Twitter and let's go to Michael Saylor and let's go to the Saylor tracker. So let's go to Michael Saylor. He is right here, and we're gonna scroll down right here. Here's his Saylor tracker right here. So how much money has Michael Saylor's strategy spent year to date? Okay, I got your latest numbers for you. They got 46 billion that they've spent on BTC. So again, what's 100 million gonna do for you? But the problem is if they screw you buying the OTC. So again, viewer matters most. You ask the questions, I've got answers for you. And remember, Ripple has a whole bunch of XRP bags, and they can keep selling like this at crazy discounts. And again, not directly burn us, but to fund their operations, to give them additional funding, right? They can sell at massive discounts, make huge amounts of money for themselves, and what? Pimp RLUSD, pimp other projects out there, and sell this to other players who can then sell this to the open market and make money. Now, that being said, though, what are the biggest things that drive the price for XRP? Regs. I mean, think about it. Zoom out in the 1 year. What was the biggest thing that drove the price for XRP? Early November election, right? A new presidential party coming in that has what? Pro-crypto regs. Then all of a sudden, when was the next time we boomed? Crypto week announcement and then regs talk. Boom. All of a sudden we went from $2 up to like $3.50. So regs really move things here. So yeah, you've got insider BS with, some of the institutions that get to buy XRP. And they do. When they do these OTC deals, they do buy sub. Maybe not everyone's buying 86% off. Maybe some players are buying 50% off. They could still dump then on the market cheap. I'm looking over there because the cam used to be over there. Now it's over here. So I got to look this way now. So yeah, maybe that part sucks. But think about it. Price-wise for XRP, despite these people making sweetheart deals, price-wise, what really moves it? It's regs. Are there going to be regs in the month of August? No. When are we supposed to get the reg talk? September. So if we're still holding above $3 through September, cool. Now, got the 15-minute up on the screen. And I thought y'all would appreciate how deep in dive we go with viewer comments. That's how much it means to me on this channel, you, the viewer, you person watching right now. All right, so here's the deal. After the move, right, with the SEC, we did pretty good here, okay? We got the 15-minute up on the screen. We got to a high of 338. Not bad, okay? We followed that up with this candlestick right here shortly after, which got us to a high of 337. Okay, so again, we couldn't get up to it. We got close, but not right there. From that point on, you could tell the highs got a little bit lower, and that's when you could kind of confirm it there. About 12 hours later, that what? Yeah, the high was coming down even less. 334 action on that. Even less, couple 12 hours later, so you kind of get my point. But you got two floor moves there just north of the 315 mark, which is good for us. So, hey, again, staying north of the $3 support range. So, all in all, XRP $3 looks good. The sweetheart deals don't look so hot. Broader crypto market volume. This is a Sunday. We're still seeing 165 billion going on. 36 out of 100 for altcoin season. Look, all right, I know the sweetheart deal thing does kind of suck. Again, not all of them are going to be at insane discounts like that. That's just how this works, right? I mean, this is just the way the cookie crumbles. Bigs are always going to find a way to screw over retail. And that's just like these OTC deals, they happen all the time for every industry out there. It's just crypto is just the most exploited now because it's the newest market. That's just the reality of it. But remember, what moves the price of XRP the most? It is regs. That's what this all is about. Volume for XRP is healthy. It's a Sunday. We're still above $3. So zoom out, everyone. Even though players are making money and have better chances of making it than us. God, wouldn't you love to buy XRP in the 40, 50 cent range? That's fucking disgusting. We still are looking at 3 above for XRP. The rest of the market is still looking pretty good. So yeah, happy Sunday. So Pimpin' Peter made a quick return. We did a deep dive on one of your comments there. Viewer does matter most. No regs this month. Why? Because the Senate is on break. And remember, the clarity passed the House, sent it to the Senate. That's why it matters with them being on break. See, I'm kind of giving you the big summary going on this Sunday. Main thing that's going on is this, okay? You're going to have CPI data coming up this week. Meh. Is it going to move the markets much? I don't know. Here, let me put extra light on there. Does that help you out? Does that make you feel better? Sox, like 6-game losing streak, throwing a little sports in there for it. It's Sunday morning. Coffee, I haven't had any. By the way, I've been having my Guatemala coffee lately. It's been really good. I'm not a coffee person either, but like my daughters make me coffee, throwing a little bit of milk in there, kind of whipping that up a little bit. It's been pretty good, just throwing it out there. Crypto market, I'm happy where we're at. I really am. Price-wise, we're staying north for some key players out there. Still opportunities to get some discounts, remember, because there is no guidance for the month of August. So we kind of have to wait for September for things to happen. FOMC, regs talk. Probably not going to get a rate cut in September, but that sets us up for later in the year. Fourth quarter looks pretty juicy. That's where we're at, kitty cat. Other than that, I don't know. News breaks. I'll keep you informed, even on a Sunday. Choo-choo what? Choo-choo, I'm going to go running. Look, I've even got my racing shirt on. See? Pretty cool, huh? And maybe the Sox will do something. We're 24 and a half games out, okay? We're not statistically eliminated just yet. We've got a chance. So you're saying we got a chance. Choo-choo, bitches.